Alright, I guess we can get started. How's it going, everybody? So I'm going to continue a review that I started last Saturday. We started from... So this is a male, neutral, human, tourist. Game 47, it's one of the later games in this, 61 game Ascension streak that Tariru did. Here. Alright, let me give that a try, MTF. See how this goes. Now I've used this one too. Let's try that. But yeah, I chose this because it's a little later in the Ascension streak, so I don't know if he was learning along the way or something. Any strategies he's started employing would probably be caught in this, or anything he learned early. It's also a Taurus, so he doesn't start with poison resistance, which I think is a pretty critical thing to work around with most roles early on in the game. And Taurus is a pretty vanilla, like, neutral role. There's not a lot of, they don't start with anything fancy or anything. They just get their darts pretty much. So I think this is probably a good one to go off of. And that's why I chose it. And let me see if I can kind of summarize what happened last time. Let me get my volume levels right here. Try that. That's too soft, let me know, but we'll run like that. So we've gone through the mines up to Mine Town, and we've just gotten to Sokoban. We found... He found... I'm gonna talk and wheeze a lot. Just because I feel like we're all part of this watching this, so that's why I do that. Found some early plate mail that gave us some great AC to start. It's heavy, but we worked around that and wore that most of the time up till now. I think we got a lucky protection, like a 3 or 4 from our first shot of protection. And then we may have swapped out that plate mail for Dwarven Mithril at some point. We're wearing a Cloak of Invisibility, which is why you can't see anything right now, any player. I'm pretty sure we have Poison Resistance and a Unicorn Horn, which, once you get the Unicorn Horn, Poison Resistance isn't far behind. And I think, specifically, there was an ice chest in Minetown in the tool shop that it actually didn't have great corpses, but it did have a Killer Bee corpse, which, once we got the Unicorn Horn, went back and gave that a shot. It's like a 33% chance, and we got Poison Resistance, so got Poison Resistance out of the way. Pretty solid AC for this point in the game, -7. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then 60 HP, low-ish depending on what we run into. Might want to be careful around any heavy hitters, but not anything that's terribly uncomfortable. And hopefully we should be seeing some more levels here soon to get that up a little bit. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't remember everything that's in our inventory. I think we're using like a Dwarvish short sword, maybe. We're gonna have to wait till we view the inventory. And I think it's been enchanted a little bit. Cloak of Invisibility, obviously. I don't remember if there's any other magic items or not. So once we get the opportunity here, we'll take a look at the inventory and we'll see what we're looking at from there. But yeah, let's start through this. Sokoban should be pretty straightforward. Seeing a short sword in action is pretty amusing. Dwarvish short swords, and actually Elven broadswords, well, I guess the broadsword's a different weapon class, isn't it? I don't know if it falls under short sword or not. They're definitely solid weapons, but I mean, as a Taurus, like, one of your first goals is to get a solid melee weapon, for sure. I mean, the darts will last a while. They don't mulch a whole lot at +2 and Blessed. but you don't want to like rely on them for too long because you want to be able to conserve them a bit. So Dwarvish short sword is definitely decent for a Taurus. So I think that was a smart move. I think at some point you'll probably want to like upgrade that. I think ideally you might want to like sacrifice or some weapons and you get like a frost brand or something, or either the brand, something like that would be ideal. But you know, you got to take what you can get. I don't think there's been any co-aligned actually. He might have found some altars really early. I don't remember specifically on this run. The VOD's in there if anyone's curious about the first part of this Ascension review, but I'm pretty sure Minetown was cross-aligned, so there was no sacrificing to happen there. Yeah, Sokoban should be pretty straightforward. Sometimes the zoo can be a little difficult, which we might actually run into that here, because it's going to be pretty high level. This level 9 is level 1, so I mean that's going to be what? 11, 12, 13, like a level 14 as far as generation goes. So there might be some difficult monsters in the zoo, so we'll see what happens. So straight for the zap, no engrave, and maybe he knows that I'm gonna use the wiki a lot. We're gonna look things up. We're gonna discuss things, and we're gonna, you know, make sure we cover all our bases. So let me look at wands again. I already identified this as a level 100 wand. Oh yeah, so those are light and nothing. So zapping tells you right away what that is. And that must have been price ID'd from a shop. Otherwise, he'd probably already know that. If anyone has any questions, I'll probably just speed through a lot of kind of basic stuff. Just let me know. I can stop, I can go back, I can rewind, we can talk about stuff, we can look things up, so just let me know. So those are always Scrolls of Earth. Okay, so we can see the inventory here, so let's take a moment here to kind of look at what we got. So yeah, +2, Dwarvish short sword, we still got 25 of our starting darts. A runed dagger, which is an elven dagger, very nice item. Yeah, cloak invisibility, dwarvish mithril. Large round shield, so that's a little bit of extra AC, that's not bad. Leather gloves and +1 walking shoes, so nothing too enchanted. It'd be nice if we could find some like random enchanted gloves or helmets or something, that'd be a nice boost. But again, we're at -7 AC, so we're not doing too bad already. Some teleportation scrolls. There's a stash, like a level or 2 up. There's a bunch of potions in there. Potions are pretty heavy, so they're one of the first things you tend to stash. Pretty decked out for post Minetown. Yeah, I mean, weapon-wise, AC-wise, and somewhat comfortable health-wise. Doing alright. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble in the mid-game, as long as we're careful about things here, so... Yeah, shouldn't be too bad going forward. We got through the early game and ended up pretty strong, I think. We did get that one speed monster, so we are currently fast, which is nice. At the speed intrinsic. Yeah, so he likes to put his resistances on the unicorn horn, so it looks like poison resistance is the only thing we have marked right now. It's probably the only thing we have so far. Either Sokoban prize here would be pretty nice. Looks like we could really use a bag of holding, but I'm sure he would prefer reflection because that's going to improve the survivability more. Bag of holding just prevents tedium for the most part. I don't think we have intrinsic telepathy. Oh, that's detailed, huh? You gotta make sure you know there's a Limbus wafer. Hid it in that little buried treasure there. Because you get hungry later. Like a dog bearing a bone or something. Leveled up, got a little bit extra HP. 70 HP, not bad. I start to feel pretty good around 100. But you know, 70's alright. 80, 90 to 100. Feeling a lot better. I'm just gonna kind of speed through Sokoban. I don't know if I want to skip. Nah. We just skip through a little bit. I don't want to miss if we like find a wand. Right. Let's go this far. We find a wand. Well, there's the wand and the ring are both in the end here, so. Back on the wand. See, unidentified ring. Surprised I didn't engrave test the wand. I like to do that immediately because I've had a situation where I was like, I'll wait till I finish all of Sokoban to like ID all my wands, or like to the end of the level, and then like some like nasty monster like came up behind me, and like it was like a one to teleport that would have helped me a lot. You're used to Fick hack now. 100 HP is nothing. You try to have 300 plus by the end of the game. Yeah, I mean that's around where I think Tariru is usually around like 200-300 plus by the end of his games during this streak. Obviously, you want a nice buffer if you've got like a 50 game streak on the line. Yeah, that's somewhere I think I would differ here, is I would have engrave tested that one immediately. How's he do that in 3.6 with the nerfs to alchemy? I've seen him nurse dance. We'll see if he does that this game. He'll usually go to Sokoban, boulder off the exit, and then, strip naked and read a curse scroll of genocide and summon nurses. And that'll get you a lot of experience, or HP. 3.6 nerfs aren't terrible for alchemy. You can still get a lot of HP, depending on how many potions you get. So, I mean, there's still... you can get 50 to 100 HP from alchemy without too much trouble. So, but nurse dancing is what I saw in the last game of his I watched through the whole way. Something you always want to do, by the way, is push these last boulders around to make sure there's nothing under them. I don't think he found a ring yet, so there's probably a ring under one of those boulders. Let's see, Wand of Enlightenment. So yeah, poison resistance is all we really got. I'm not sure why he wants to guarantee an actual Elbereth here before engrave testing. I assume he's about to engrave test. Because nothing should be able to spawn in his line of sight, so I guess like a giant can knock down that door or something. I don't know if you locked the door or not. Maybe that's why. So, I don't know if you saw that, but no engrave effect and a non-directional zap, I assume, is what he did there. So he's able to narrow that down to secret door detection and 1 to nothing. You know, these giant mimics can hit pretty hard. So we had a little panic there, wanted to make sure we got our extra healing out just in case.
And sure of everything. He doesn't have any tensions in him. He knows what he believes and what he thinks is right.
See, we're running into some tough monsters here. He's zapped that, right? Yeah. Attack wands are fantastic for doing a lot of damage to monsters when you're kind of weak. Like you can kill like mind flayers and stuff with attack wands if you run into them early. They're pretty good for stuff like that. Pretty tough situation right here. Let me rewind. Let's take a look at this again. Before the zap. So we run into this, we find this Ogre King with 53 health left after fighting that Mimic. It's already weakened a little bit. And what is, let's see. 35 with weapons, so 35 plus weapon damage. So yeah, they hit pretty hard. I didn't realize they were 35. I knew they could hit hard, but 35 is an interesting damage roll. Now what level are they? 9, so that's like what? They have like 70 something HP usually. Zap with cold, threw the dart at it. Oh, he's got a double-headed axe. So yeah, this thing's gonna be doing some damage. So hits once, swings with Tariru, melees it back, he swings again. They're just going blow for blow right here. That Ogre King's doing like 10 damage a turn, about it looks like. I'm back down to 22. He could probably kill Tariru next turn if he hits and like gets really lucky on hit die. I think Tariru realizes that, and that's why decided to heal up. And then he tried to run away, so tough little fight there. Gonna go downstairs and heal up. It's funny watching other people do Sokoban sometimes, because they do things slightly differently than I tend to. Like a different order, you know? I usually just go room by room. Like he set them all up. Oh, he fell down the pit. Oh, you're moving fast. Decided to check things. I know, are we intentionally leaving? Wait, I don't know why he decided to leave. Hang on, let me go back here. What just happened? Let's rewind. The monster pop up that I missed? I'm gonna watch this in real time. Could have been an accident. I don't know why he decides to leave now, though. Everyone's slight gameplay differences are pretty interesting to see. Yeah, for sure. Even people that have like the same like overall strategies and stuff tend to do things a little differently. That's why I enjoy like doing this. That's why I intend to do more than just like Tariru's games. I don't know why decided to abandon Dokubon, and now we're going back. That was a weird detour. Hang on, let's go back. Can you make any sense of this? Decide to leave Sokoban, go into this room, go downstairs. Wait 100 turns. Wait 100 turns on a new level you've never been on before. I'm kind of baffled by this behavior. I was thinking maybe he was trying to kill some time to like get a stat check, like to raise his strength before like doing more boulder pushing, but like that doesn't even make a whole lot of sense the way that happened. I really have no idea what he was doing there. Okay, maybe that is basically what he was doing, because look, he's going again now. He's pushing boulders and just waiting. I think he wants to get his strength up. But like, I don't know why you would go onto like a new floor and then you just like wait, like without having any idea like what other monsters are on the floor. So he just got +1 strength. When did that happen? Right there. Something interesting that I'm gonna start doing when I play is right when you know you got a stat check, if you save your game and start over, it lowers your the turns until the next stat check that you can get new stat ups. Because I think it's random from like 800 or 850 and like 1000, but it just gets reset to 850 I think if you open the game again, whether it was lower or higher. But if you know you just got it and you restart, on average you're gonna end up with like a lower time to get stat upgrades, which is like a really minor advantage you can do. And I've seen him do that after like the first stat check in some games. So yeah, just pushing boulders for strength. We're going to kind of speed through this a little bit if this is all that's going on. Whoa. Hang on. Looks like he gave up on that real quick, or pretty fast. I wasn't sure he was going to push boulders till he got to like level 18 or strength 18 or something. I wonder if he's counting his pushes, like waiting till it's guaranteed to raise strength next time it gets a check. So you can kind of do that math and figure that out. Of course, when you spend a lot of time on a level, you're going to get some monsters generated. Eating some corpses. After all that boulder pushing, his nutrition probably is kind of low. Not necessarily hungry yet, but sure was close to it. No, that horse go. There it is. I was gonna do some curse testing right now. The horse moved reluctantly, so we know that's cursed. Little inventory management.
Your destiny to die by my hand.
Since it is destiny, let's begin this. I'd like to see what the hand of God is all about.
Gladly.
Oh, Ring of Protection. I saw that and I thought it said protection from shape changers. I was trying to figure out why or how he figured that out. A note here. I used to do exactly what he's doing. Like once you find a ring, you know it's not cursed. You can pretty much put it on and take it off with almost no penalty. The one caveat to that is rings of polymorph and teleportitis or teleportation. Those can proc the same turn you put the ring on, which gets really dangerous with polymorph because if you turn into a large monster the turn that you put it on, you're gonna break your armor. So I think I kind of recommend from now on only like if you're gonna do that, like take off your cloak and your body armor because you don't want that to happen. That could ruin your game if that happens. Just really not worth it. It's a 1% chance the turn you put the ring on. It's so abysmally small, but it can happen. But yeah, putting on rings is a fantastic way to identify them because anything that affects your stats, rings like levitation, a lot of them will auto-identify. And look, making use of that wand of enlightenment, we got a ring that we don't know what it is. You can zap the wand and kind of figure out, like that's a ring of fire resistance. We know that because that's what this, we don't have fire resistance, or we didn't have fire resistance, but now we do. Slash increase accuracy. I didn't see how he might have known that, but... Oh, he's wearing 2 rings, that's how, okay. So he took one off and put on a new ring. I don't know if you noticed that. So the fire resistance we still have, and we don't have the accuracy adjustment listed, so we know that one was fire resistance. We know the other one is increased accuracy, and we now have free action, so we know the new ring we put on is free action. So that's actually a fantastic set of rings right there. And this is... I think I saw someone saying the other day they never get a Soka Bomb, which kind of shocked me. Like I guess if they don't need the prize, because the wands and rings you get here are fantastic, even if you don't need the food or the amulet of reflection of the bag of holding. So yeah, especially if you're one of enlightenment, you can really identify rings by wear testing them. I don't know what that plus VE was. It might have been related to the message I was on Enlightenment. I didn't read exactly what that Enlightenment message was. That's always annoying. Actually, let me rewind for a second. So I hate it when that happens, and something I always do in Sokoban is sometimes, like, especially on a level like this, you can go all the way to the bottom and come back up. You might waste like 50 turns or more by the time you get that boulder up into that hallway from when you were up there before. I always, like, when I get to this point, walk around and see if there's any monsters there, and then come back around and push it up. And that kind of minimizes the chances that you're gonna have a monster behind the boulder when you go to push it in. And I just think that's really frustrating, especially if you don't have like a lot of like projectile or like range attack resources to use against anything that might be behind it. There's still a small chance if you do that, that like a monster will spawn back there, like in the time between now and you start pushing the boulder and it makes it into the pit. But it's a lot slimmer than if you just walk all the way down and back up without checking. That's just something I've always done. It takes a few extra turns, but if it avoids, you know, for this happening, I think it's worth it. Although, is that monster in the pit? Yeah, that's annoying. He's gonna have to throw some darts. Maybe zap the cold wand at it. Probably gonna break one of these boulders actually, which you can do in 3.6, and maybe throw rocks at it. Maybe huck a bunch of quarter stabs at it. See, this is annoying. The staff misses. That's funny. You just went down and like grabbed like a bundle of wood and just started hucking it at some random monster. I guess what's nice about throwing non-ranged items is that they're not going to get thrown back at you. Yeah, so we're just going to use some rocks. A pile of rocks from one of these boulders should be enough to kill whatever that is. Oh my god.
So utterly alone. And the nearer he approached the hollow, the more distant.
Out of rocks. I don't think he wants to use his darts. I wouldn't either. You hear some noises in the distance, so there's another monster behind him somewhere. I'd probably go check that out in case it's something strong that's about to corner him in this hallway. Yeah, I'd honestly go and like check that out in case I wanted to be closer to the stairs when that monster comes around. We're gonna keep trying to kill this thing, it looks like. Whatever it is killed his pet horse. That's just another red naga. No fire resistance yet. Yes, so that's what I usually try to avoid in Sokoban, is getting monsters stuck in that hallway. Honestly, I wish they would make some kind of special like generation rule so that like something can't spawn in there like while you're pushing a boulder down there. I imagine that wouldn't be like the simplest thing to add into the game, but I feel like it'd be a nice quality of life improvement. Well, that's interesting. Actually, Tariru's way of solving the Sokoban puzzle is better than the way I typically do it. I mean, quote unquote better. I mean, if they both solve it, is one really better than the other? But because I usually push the 2 boulders to the side in that second room, so that they're like unmovable. But then you can push everything else in easily. But it looks like with what he's doing, you can make every boulder movable. So that must be why he's doing it like that. I like that. Maybe I'll start doing it that way. No cold resistance from that Yeti. Dart fight. I think it's favorable to having the Ogre Lord hit you with a double-headed axe. He's going down to drop something to get unburdened. Yeah. What did he pick up? Did he pick up that axe? I probably would have done that to get out of the way. I didn't notice. It's always a good idea to like keep strong weapons, or any weapons honestly, but at some point like you're not gonna like take every weapon and put it on a different level, but keep certain items like out of the hands of enemies. He's just clearing some extra weight because he knows he's going to be grabbing gold and stuff here in a moment. That unidentified potion. Wow. So what can we see here? Vampire Lord looks like about the strongest thing so far. You gotta be careful with orcs and elves. Oh, there's an earth elemental in there too. That probably won't be too bad right now though. Orcs, elves, anything else that might have a ranged attack. Because they will shoot at you and wake up other monsters, which can... I've lost because of that. I was like trying to sneak past a Mumak and like an elf shot it and woke it up. He was trying to shoot me and then it just got mashed. Ogres are intelligent. What do you mean by intelligent? Like they'll equip weapons and stuff? Yeah, they use like potions and whatnot, if that's what you mean. XP9 and Sokoban ogres. Yeah, this Sokoban, I did the math earlier. I believe it's the equivalent of dungeon level 14. So if he's experience level 9, I mean, what's our average there? Like 12? 11 or 12 would be the max difficulty you can have, so monsters will be pretty strong up here right now. Keeping things from enemies, that's safe. Is Tariru a NetHack dev? No, he's not a developer as far as I am aware. He's not on the dev team. And he's thinking through every algorithm. Yeah, I mean, have you seen how much he plays the game? Did he get like 200 Ascensions one year, a couple years ago? He plays a lot. And if you are on a 61 game Ascension streak or whatnot, you're gonna think about everything. And the irony in that actually is not keeping things away from enemies is probably at least a small factor in what ended this streak. So yeah, I think it's a pretty important strategy, honestly. I do that in some situations, like trolls. If you kill a troll, you know it's probably gonna regen. Take its polearm away because those add so much damage. They make them hit so much harder. But and things like pickaxes, I won't leave like a dwarvish Madoc around if I can like hide it on a different level, because then like a dwarf that picks it up is like suddenly like much more dangerous. So it's a very good strategy to do. So he does not have stealth, so he's not gonna be able to sneak around in this this treasure zoo here. I usually like to have stealth when I do this. If you don't have stealth and nothing looks too difficult, then you know you just got to make that judgment call. But stealth helps a lot, for sure. You know, if you're not a role that gets that, which a lot of them do, then you can, you know, find some an elven cloak or boots or something, or maybe a ring of stealth, and go like that. It looks like we're gonna have to take this. There's like a few tough monsters here. Chickatrice, if that had a corpse, that'd be nice to smash everything with. The Chickatrice bites the giant beetle? Does he have a ring of conflict? I don't know why I did that. Oh, was there like a light in there that exploded? Maybe it confused it? I don't know. A Minotaur? Oh man, I thought that was a lesser giant. Like an Etten or something. I didn't know that was a Minotaur. I'd like to see what he decides to do about that. It's probably a shape changer? That must be a chameleon or something. Unless it was something that started with a push and a polymorph. Minotaur definitely wouldn't generate here, I can tell you that much. Okay, yeah, so it just changed again, so it's a chameleon. I'm just gonna kinda skip through a lot of this unless something interesting happens. Horses like garlic, who knew? Do you think it's always possible to stay alive given perfect knowledge of what the game allows you to know? I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. I haven't decided whether I think that's possible or not. It remains to be seen. I think you can maintain a fairly high like ascension percentage or like win percentage, but I don't know if it's 100% like perfect or able to do that. So you play very careful. I mean, obviously Tariru did 61 games in a row. A few others have done 20 plus. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not 100% sold on the idea that it is possible to win every game. You know, this is just a battle of attrition right now. His health is getting a little low. That warhorse might do work for him, though. Keeping a close eye on that chameleon. What is it right now? Is that an imp or is it a mains? An imp. Both are pretty weak. Bet you he's hoping his warhorse kills it. I don't know why he's checking everything. We know what the chameleon is.
I am in love with you. You heard me. I am in love with you. And I know that love is just a shout into the void and that oblivion is inevitable.
Oh, the warhorse died.
And that one day, all of our labors will be returned to dust. And I know that the sun will swallow the only earth we will ever have. And I am in love with you.
Chameleon is dead. That is good to take care of. Getting unlucky with shapeshifters or shape changers is a very easy way to die. He's gonna go heal for a little bit. Or he's gonna read that scroll. Well, he doesn't know if it's cursed or not yet. You think fake hack is pretty damn close to always winnable? Yeah, I guess once you start removing things like poison insta-death and some other rather, I don't know, cruel, might not be the perfect word for it, but different mechanics like that, you definitely get closer, I think. I think 361 might show you all the traps on the first floor now. or like with a chance on the first couple floors. I don't know exactly how that update works. That's definitely helps a lot too. I don't know if it's 100% of the traps, because if it's not, you still have to play cautiously as if it were none of the traps, really. Dude, a winged gargoyle? Wait, where did that come from? Was that there the whole time? See, 3.6 Sokoban gets tough. You kill it? No. Like that Wumpus and that winged gargoyle aren't the easiest things to deal with. I'll take that back. How slow are those? You got like 4 or 5 attacks in. Speed 3? I didn't realize they were so damn slow. You can kite them if you want. I knew they did 3 to 6 damage, so they can hit relatively hard. I bet you he's hoping for Chickatree's corpse. Although I think gargoyles are stone resistant. Nope, nothing there. So are earth elementals. They probably wouldn't have done him that well. Earth Ellies aren't too bad outside of the plane of earth. Gargoyle dead. For the Iron Piercer, there's 2 large mimics here that we don't have to pay attention to if we don't want to. Sweet. Identified Scroll of Scare Monster. And we got an Amulet of Reflection, which is nice. I don't know why you would pick that up. I usually leave it there. I've used that before. I came back and reverse genoed dragons before to get scale mail. I think he wants to eat that blue jelly. Throw a bunch of things at it. Seems to be getting a little unlucky with resistances here. Oh, he got lucky, a little lucky with poison resistance, so guess you can't complain too much. Fire Ant, this is smart. Hide your scrolls, hide your potions. Not just to protect your items, but it'll reduce the damage you take. Although he has a Ring of Fire resistance on, so that really is the only reason, is to protect from inventory damage. I don't remember, do you not get the message that you gain in intrinsic if you already have it externally? Or extrinsically? Let's see, that's the end of this TTY rec. Turn around 12,320. See, we've gone through 4,000 turns in Sokoban so far. No bag of holding, so we're still gonna have encumbrances issues here. You're not sure you do get the message in 3.6 if you already have it extrinsically? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'll have to whiz test that. He's been taking off that fire ring before eating, well, 2 out of the 3 fire resistance granting corpses he ate, he took it off for. Barbed devil. That thing has no business being here. Eggs, not really the most guaranteed thing to tame a pet with, but it works. Let's see, I think we're going to see some inventory management right now. Just eat that? A giant zombie? There is like a really slim chance that those zombie corpses aren't rotten. So, he's hoping for a little strength boost. Oh, we are up to 17 strength. I didn't even notice that. Where'd that Lembus wafer go? Disappeared. We'll level up. 11 HP, that's really nice. Up to 90. Now we're starting to feel real comfortable, I'd say. He's gonna make a little stash here, I assume. What are we ditching here? 2 food rations, a leash, and a tin whistle. A pickaxe. I think that chest right there, yeah, that's where he's going right now. Has a bunch of potions in it that he stashed. Oh, maybe not that one. Before diluting this smoky potion, I decided to dip a unicorn horn into it to see like sickness or something. Whatever subset of potions unicorn horns deal with. Actually, I don't even know if sickness is one of them. That's just one strategy to help identify potions. There you go. White one's cleared. Blank some potions, it looks like. Probably want some more holy water. He needs to do another water prayer to get some. Let's see. So he just drops everything on an altar. Curse scroll of enchant weapon. That's the only notable thing, it seems like. Oh, blessed smoky potion. That's intriguing. We have gain level identified. All right. I'm gonna do some price IDing, I assume. Or maybe get more potions, we'll see. Again, shop IDing, you know, kind of standard inventory management here. Inventory management, some light price IDing, a little bit of blanking of scrolls and potions. So we got a 1 of create monster here. I don't know why you wouldn't offer those one at a time. If you get a zap that gives you like 20 monsters, you'll probably time out the first corpse. I'm assuming he wants an artifact. So otherwise, I might wait till I get a luck stone to like sacrifice to raise my luck. You might know of a co-aligned unicorn as well, which helps with luck. Alright, so we got a little extra luck, but that's about it from that little sack fest. I assume we'll probably go back to the mines here. Also exploring levels on the way. Looks like we just identified a wand of teleportation. He's not gonna make it there in time. You grabbed a corpse, right? Yeah. Buy more potions. He always drops gold for credit instead of paying the shopkeeper directly. I assume that just makes it easier to... Or I assume the reasoning behind that is that it makes it easier to steal the gold back if you have a pet, instead of killing the shopkeeper if you want it later. Or maybe it's just a style thing, like... How much is that? 500 Zorkmids? Drop all your gold on the ground. It does seem rude, doesn't it? A little more inventory ID and management. This is like half of NetHack. Pizza just got here finally, still feel horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I hate being hungover. I only get really hungover like a few times a year now. When I drink, I don't drink much, generally. Actually, I haven't had alcohol in like 9 days.
What this is saying, then, is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage
Flanking more
to
stuff.
grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe
Hang on, what are we
shines
doing
the
here?
stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know. But that doesn't mean to say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing.
I don't know why you ate
without
that
knowing
tripe
how to
ration.
breathe.
Just get out of your inventory, I guess. Oh, did he pray? Hang on. Back up. Oh, he always had a potion of holy water. Okay. I did not realize that. I assumed he was like waiting to use a water prayer at some point. Just throw your money on the ground when you pay for anything like gassing up a car. Yeah, pretty much. Now there are definitely occasions where it's I don't know, where you end up drinking a lot. Does seem silly in hindsight, but I definitely do it from time to time, so. See, we're gonna identify some things. Probably hoping for a full inventory ID, but let's see what we get. Smoky potions are potions of healing. It's kind of weird because they're plentiful if you want to go for a wish, but you also just want to alchemize them into a different type of potion. I always like to see what people prioritize when identifying. Although, he's probably not going to be like super specific with it because I'm sure he's just going for like ID everything. 100 level potion. Just every potion one by one. He must know what that, yeah, he has gain energy and level. I guess he knows what that Bless 300 potion is gain abilities. All occupied. That was surprising. I think that's a pretty low occurrence thing for the... Is that what happens there? I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't really mess with vaults too much. If you didn't catch it, that a teleporter was supposed to teleport you to the vault, but it just like randomly teleported him. Price IDing at this general store. Another push and a gain ability. Pretty solid physical stats at this point.
We all know quite a number of people who have everything that it would take to be happy, and they are not happy because they want something else, or they want more of the same.
Oh, paralysis. I guess he felt comfortable drinking a potion of paralysis with free action on.
Lots of misfortune, and they are deep.
Just no reason not to.
They radiate happiness. Why? Because they're great.
Nice. Interesting. Okay. I bet you he would love to reverse genocide gray dragons for magic magic resistance and good armor and reduce your, you know, carry weight. I think he used up all his water turning him into holy water, so I don't know if he has a good way to cursed that particular scroll yet, but that's an interesting find. Bet you that's what he wanted to find when I did that scroll. Just speculation. Let's take a quick look at this inventory again. After all this inventory management that's been going on. Potions of Enlightenment. Couple of unID'd rings. Okay. Nothing terribly exciting. Process of elimination. Less potion of healing. That's smoky, if you recall. So, says fuck it. I'm going for a wish. Nothing happened that time though. Got 1 max HP out of it too. He's gonna bless all the healing potions he has, which is just 1 more. Hey! What do we have there? And there's a wish from Smoky Potion number 2. Not bad. Magic marker? Yeah. Bet you he's gonna write Cursed Genocide. Hell, I wonder if he goes in nurse dances. That was a lucky, I don't like to call it anything lucky, but that was a nice smoky potion wish there. Messing with that Mindtown fountain. Be careful. It's only the one in the middle they care about? They might all be dead too. Alright, just made 5 potions of unholy water. Gonna double dip this double dip, it just made me think of that Seinfeld episode. Double dip this genocide into unholy water to go from blessed to cursed. So we're probably gonna write Scare Monster. I assume this is gonna happen in Sokoban. No, we're going up to level 1. Pretty safe spot. So he's gonna definitely do dragons, I think, because you'd want to be on a no teleport level if you were gonna nurse dance. So, incoming, or what's the message? Sent in some gray dragons. It's probably what we're going to see here in a moment. I'm pretty unlucky with these blessed enchant weapon scrolls. Never mind, I don't know what he's doing up there. I think he was prepping a safe room. Nice. You notice that he used the weapon to engrave Alberith? Hey, what's up, Black Omen Guild? How's it going? That's not something you can normally do in the heat of combat. Because you can only do, what, 3 letters a turn? And it, like, destroys whatever you write with, but... we went with there. Honestly, if he's gonna reverse genocide like dragons or something, I would probably just write a scroll of Scare Monster with my magic marker. I don't know if it's worth the risk with, I mean, there's what, like a 1 in 20 or 30% chance that that engraving will erode every time something gets scared. Things are gonna get scared a lot. But let's see how this works out. Bet you he won't die. Wow. Good thing he has free action, so I don't know... I feel like he abandoned whatever strategy that he was planning on doing at the start. Because he decided to like run away from that room. That could have gone very poorly if he didn't have that ring of free action. He's got a horde of Orokai in front of him and a horde of gray dragons behind him. Maybe that was the plan all along, was to summon them, you know, have them scared from that Alberith and then run down this corridor. So you can fight them one at a time. And with 90 health, negative 8 AC, you can kill a couple of dragons. I don't know if you kill 5 back to back. It seems risky. I don't know why you don't just use that magic marker to write a scroll of Scare Monster. Like 27 health. This he still have full healing in his inventory? Yeah. 8 max HP right there. Nice. I don't know, maybe he just wanted to save charges with that magic marker. Felt pretty confident that he'd be able to deal with them like this. So, one of those dragons is blind, so it's not going to respect Elbereth. He decided to mark it as such. Another one down, so there's what, 2 gray dragons left? One more. How much damage do darts do to gray dragons? I think they do less to large monsters. D2. Alright, well they're all dead, so that worked out. Got a bunch of sets of dragon scales. Do we have enchant armor? Is a question. I assume he does, but I didn't notice. I don't recall seeing it. Or at least he's seen it so he can write it, probably. Pretty common scroll and it's easy to identify. I wonder what that oak wand is. I would want to try on those helmets. See if any of them are enchanted.
Don't know what I'm supposed to be.
Did you just put the scales on? Yep. We need scale mail, I'll just weigh the scales. I don't know, I still kind of think that was an unnecessarily risky way to deal with that. Maybe he felt confident in his escape items if anything went like truly wrong. I think 9 out of 10 times that would have went the way it did with no real issues, but kind of risky. Save resistance from that elf corpse. Drop those boots, they're almost certainly elven. Yeah, especially with the second one. I mean, there is like a small, rare chance they both decided to drop like fumbling boots instead of elven boots, but it's highly unlikely. Did you find a ring? Yep. Is he gonna kill the shopkeeper? That's awesome. So he didn't, so he gets this murderer bonus, or I shouldn't call it a bonus, I should call it a penalty, for killing a human. He didn't have intrinsic telepathy yet, so that's one of the big downsides of that typically, is that you lose that. But he doesn't lose that, but I think he still gets -2 luck. I don't remember if there's any other, there's probably an alignment penalty involved too, but alignment is whatever. So he just wanted some gold. Buy some more protection, probably. That shopkeeper drop teleportation wand? No, do you already have that? Great testing some wands here. A little bit more inventory management before we move on. You gonna do some nurse dancing or something here? Oh no, just making a stash. I think he's gonna do some nurse dancing. Yep. This is 100% what he's gonna do. He's got 99 health right now. Let's see what kind of benefit he gets from this. What does he save? Time to go. Turn around 15,200. I think not this one, but let me check. We already watched this. Here we are. I'm gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. Up there. Wait, he's invisible, right? What are you trying to do? He's trying to like write on the ground with something, but that Elberth is engraved. He couldn't wipe it with dust. There we go. Wow, so 65 HP gained from that, so you can see that's a very, very useful strategy. Especially in 3.6 where Alchemy's been nerfed. So now we're feeling really comfortable. I just got cold resistance from that gelatinous cube corpse, nice. Nothing from the Red Naga. Yeah, I'm backing up. Oh. Unidentified scroll. You got burden when you pick that up, so something you do a lot when you get burdened is just make use of items in your inventory. So he blessed his unicorn horn to get rid of a potion of holy water, and he's now unburdened again. That ref just dropped a scroll of genocide. That's funny. I wonder if he's gonna go back and nurse dance again. I'd consider it. We got some Tupac here? Let's see, we're gonna donate for protection. So an extra 2 AC out of that. And continuing down through the mines. Why is he not using a light source down here? Maybe he just isn't there. I mean, dungeon level 7, negative 7 AC, reflection, magic resistance, 160 HP. There's not a lot he could run into that would really be threatening, so I don't really need a light source, but I don't know, I think it's nice to have. The potion levitation. Nice bag of tricks. That was Mine's End. I don't know why he's clearing this level. He already found the tool. That's funny. He actually leveled up from killing the vampire and it didn't drain his level. Which is usually why you see that after killing a vampire. Because you always like level up after being drained. Do you not have food? Lit a candle. Not sure how you knew those were diamonds. Let me back up a second. Because they engrave? I don't mess with gems too much, to be completely honest with you. Ooh, a potion to gain level, nice. And the floating eye corpse. It's not going to give him much nutrition, but it will give him telepathy. Pretty sure he just blinded himself with his own camera to see what else is on the level. Oh my god, there's 2 more floating eyes. Funny. And probably a lot of undead. Decides to eat those eggs. Burdened right now. I'm trapped and got a fat stack of darts. Eating all the zombie corpses. Shocked he didn't have a food ration. There you go, gnome. Well, he probably figured in the mines, like there's all these gnomes and dwarves, you're not gonna get hungry down there. Since he's constantly burdened, I bet he dropped all his food. He's just activating. I think he's just trying to spawn monsters to get corpses. That's so funny. An awkward strategy. Just over there sitting on a magic trap until someone tries to kill you. Not hungry anymore. Little nice strat there. Don't see that every day. Why do all these songs have vocals in them now? I was looking for instrumentals. We went like 2 hours and all of a sudden we got like 3 songs in a row that have vocals in them. There should be one more gray stone here. Gems on this level, I always have to look up the mine levels, because I always forget. They might be automatically... No, it's all good, MTF. They might be guaranteed gems generated just randomly throughout the level. That's probably why he knows that they're valuable right away. I was just surprised we got so many songs with vocals like back to back. Okay, what happened here? Backing up. I don't know how he discerned that was a luck stone. He doesn't care about books at all. I don't remember what schools tourists can get any type of proficiency in, but doesn't seem to care. It's always good to explore this whole Minetown level, because there are just randomly generated items that can be anything. Any level that has guaranteed randomly generated items is worth exploring. It's usually how you find a lot of, like, you know, good magic armors and other useful items, so... Heard that. You know, if you don't want to actually, like, scroll through the entire, I say scroll through, I mean search through the entire level, you can just like quaff a push into object detection or something. I've been watching this whole time, just listening. Yeah, it's cool. Lurkers are welcome. Is he actually taking Dwarvish Mithril and like cloaks with him? He already has cold resistance, so he was just eating that Yeti corpse for nutrition. I get the hard hat and the shoes, but I don't really expect him to take off. I guess if that was like a +5 cloak, he's not really using a cloak that's too valuable. The dragon scales, I don't think he's going to take off. I don't know why he wants to take the mithril. Ooh, very nice. Oh, fucking Horn of Plenty. I don't think you can use that as an instrument, as a tonal instrument. Can you? Let's look that up. Those are so rare. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Horn of Plenty. Yeah, first line, it cannot be used as a musical instrument. Around this point in the game, you're always looking out for something you can use to open the castle drawbridge. What happened? Did chicken trees drop out of your pack? I think you didn't try eating those. I'm sure he's being careful about what he was doing while eating eggs. And would not have eaten those. I didn't catch where that corpse was, but it was tainted. See a lot of stuff to buck test. Look like anything too noteworthy there. And try on all this armor and see if anything's enchanted. Assume that shield is just not worth trying on. Probably not worth the resources to uncurse it. If I don't know what the odds are of a curse item being positively enchanted, if anything, so. Really not worth checking. Bet he's hoping for enchant armor. +2 leather hat, very nice find. Some more armor from that soldier to try on, I'm sure. Just trying everything on right now. I'm just gonna try and kind of breeze through this and see what we end up with. A lot of +0 stuff. Well, the +2 leather hat was worth it. I'll tell you that much. Nice find. We're gonna see some inventory management in a second, and he might ID some of these valuable gems to get more gold out of these shopkeepers. That wouldn't surprise me. Or to throw out unicorns. I don't know if he knows where a co-aligned one is, but using them to raise your luck is pretty helpful as well. Or maybe he's just gonna ditch them. I don't know. Alright, price IDing. Oh, he's gonna kill them with the eggs? So you get an 80 scroll. That 300 scroll has to be charging, I think. Definitely a nice find. Especially because we're heading towards the castle next. Sorry, Webman. No, I have not reviewed your Zen Samurai yet. One of these days. This is an epic price ID marathon. This is where the strong and the weak players are separated. Who's willing to truly price ID everything that needs to be price ID'd? I'm using the Wand of Enlightenment to check for what these rings are. I think he just put on 2 unidentified rings. So one must be a ring of searching. No, he got that from the level up. A ring of stealth. That's the only one we can see here. One of them could stack with one of his existing intrinsics too. And then you sure are noisy. That's an easy way to check for rings of stealth and whatnot. Webman just showed up to steal the #1 bit position and take off. Thanks for the bits, man. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. All the bits you had. I feel bad. Not really. I do appreciate it though. Identifying some things. I know that scroll is probably on the top of his list. Oh, punishment. That's right. That makes sense. Chan armor. No, he is elated to find that. 7 cents. I know. You threw 7 cents at your monitor, basically. Reading another identify scroll. 5 emeralds. So he just got all the gold the shopkeeper has by selling him valuable gems. Looks like we barely... Actually, we don't have enough money for protection. Unless he had money in his bag. Like 100 gold short. Identifying more items. He's just been hoping for a full inventory price ID, but he hasn't gotten it. Still won't. He's gonna make some dragon scale mail. Oh, never mind. He's gonna go for another wish first. Or smoky potion, which he doesn't get. Female human tourist. He started as a male. Didn't notice the switch. Hey, stop using that fountain. Now you're powerful and you can ignore the watch captain. Did he write that scroll? Oh, hang on, I'm backing up. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter either way. Oh, he didn't use it yet. Okay. So now we're gonna make armor. Dragon scale mail. And we're gonna rate more enchant armor. That's what I figured he was blanking scrolls for. Is that 5 total scrolls? I mean, we have the dragon scales and the Hawaiian shirt are no-brainers to enchant, because you'll use those for the rest of the game. Behind that, the gloves and the hat are pretty good options. The shoes will definitely get upgraded at some point. But he should be able to use all those scrolls on just those 2 pieces of armor. +1 Grey Dragon Scale Mill. +3. Switch to the shirt. Dude, a rock mole tearing up that church. All right. Ooh, eating the Tengu corpse. Ballsy. I've seen him do that before. I wonder if he would have... He probably doesn't have enough marker charges, but like written like a cursed genocide Tengu corpses if he ended up with teleportitis and no teleport control. I wouldn't want teleportitis without teleport control. Presumably heading towards the Sokoban stash. Did he grab that bag of tricks on the way back up? I didn't catch that. Expect him wanting to do some sacrificing. One of these altars as well. Backing up. You want to use a reply? Okay, so yeah, now he's using that bag of tricks. Super late because you just got home from work. Glad I'm still going. Yeah, I'll probably be going for a little while. I'll try and make this a long one. I'm probably gonna do a short intermission here. I'll break for 5 to 10 minutes soon because I've been going for a little over 2 hours right now. But yeah, hopefully we can get through the castle or something today. Yeah, welcome to the stream. To get you caught up, just cleared Sokoban and Mind's End. Did some nurse dancing. We just got Grey Dragon Scale Mail and enchanted our armor a bit, so we're in pretty good shape. I mean, negative 21 AC, 168 max HP. Feeling pretty damn comfortable here. I think we're gonna breeze through to the castle soon. I don't know. We're just doing some sacrificing right now with a bag of tricks at an altar, a little sack fest. Serves two purposes, I guess, to raise our luck when we have because we just got that luck stone. And also, I'm sure he would love to get a nice artifact weapon. Uh-oh, there's a car alarm going off. Alright, false alarm, I guess. Oh, sorry about that. Orcs. Great things to find when you're sackfesting because they spawn in groups. You have a pretty good chance of leaving corpses, I think. Let's see. Continuing the sackfest. Oh, we got an artifact. Let's see what it is. Magic Bane. I don't know how I feel about that. Not a terrible item to have. I feel like I'd want a better weapon for killing stuff. Let's see if we pray again. We're boosting our luck some more. Ooh, a swarm of elves. That'll be nice for sacrificing. Oh my god, there's that car alarm again. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So he seems to think he has 9 luck now, which is not bad at all. Could be slightly better. Just hear your sweet tunes. That is not accurate, Lobster. I'm listening to this YouTube stream I just linked in chat. my song command is not accurate. Oh, that's a cool song. It's like a American reggae track. Actually, that song's really progressive for reggae. It's got like synth like instrumentation in it and stuff. Alright, done sack festing. He has not had very good food sources. Let's see. I don't think he's gonna get this corpse back in time while he's burdened. Yeah, nothing happens. I feel like he barely would have made it back if he wasn't burdened. Oh, we're gonna continue. Oh, I guess he just wanted to deal with that cockatrice because he saw it, telepathy. See, checking the loot, see if we got any enchanted gear. And we're moving on. Probably gonna stop in Sokoban. Stash a few more items here. Let's see what we drop. These are all things we're not taking with us to the castle. We'll probably come back after. I'm sure after wishing up a bag of holding. Cloak of invisibility. 2 cloaks of invisibility. 2 elven boots. Some 150 value rings. Other rings. Wand of nothing. Wait, really? Why even carry a wand of nothing around? Empty bag of tricks. A couple of spare unicorn horns. He has a wand of polymorph, I think. You could always polypile if you really wanted to. Nothing he really needs at the moment yet, so it's probably worth you waiting until you're about to use wishes on things you can polypile for instead. I haven't ever watched him polypile before, so I don't really know what his philosophy or strategy is regarding that. So right now, this is our last chance to manage our inventory before heading onto the castle, it looks like. And that is what we will do. I'm gonna kind of speed through this because inventory management is boring. How did that raven come from? Oh, that boulder's not blocking anything. Parsing through all these rings. Yeah, using Enlightenment Wand to figure things out. So I don't know if you just saw, we found Conflict, Regeneration, Aggravate Monster. Alright, using that stuff there. Alright. On to I mean, we were already in the mid game, I'd say, but this is the true mid game, I feel like. So got all Mine Town, then Mine Town, Mine Zen, Sokoban all out of the way. did a ton of like inventory management and like stat optimization, nurse dancing, you know, using potions and enchant armor scrolls and getting all that good stuff. So right now, like the next goal is really, I don't know if he's gonna do anything at the quest when we get there. I guess we'll find out. But at this point, I usually just head to the castle, go get that Wand of Wishing, fill out the rest of my Ascension kit, and kind of move on to the late game. Let's take a short intermission here. I don't know, five minutes or so, and then we'll continue. We're going about 2.5 hours right now, but we'll keep going. I'd like to at least get to the castle today, so we'll see. I'll keep streaming till I get tired or something. So, but yeah, give me like a 5-minute break, and we'll continue. Welcome back. Why, thank you, MTF. Alright, so for anyone that is just tuning in, we're basically like thick into the mid game right now. Feeling really comfortable with our AC and our health. Probably really just a few more items to thin out on our Ascension kit. And so we got the quests and the castle ahead of us. If it were me, I would probably just go to the castle first. We don't have a tonal instrument yet, I don't think, which definitely helps for the castle. We could definitely just tank everything in there and not have any issues. I think, we don't have a Ring of Levitation yet, I don't think. We do have a potion, so we could kind of go to the back door if we wanted. I don't know, there's a few different ways we could work around things. There's a Wand of Cold. Yeah, that's just something to kind of figure out once you get there. So we'll see what Tariru decides to do going forward on this run. Made myself another cup of tea. Alright. Probably be able to just speed through a lot of this until we get to Medusa or the quest. So if anyone wants me to slow down or stop and look at something or has any questions, just let me know. Imagine he'll fully explore all these levels because you never know what you're going to find. Still lacking a bag of holding.
I said I think you're sexy.
Suppose still just bringing everything we find back up to this little stash we've got. Playing up to the castle without a bag of holding is really one of the more tedious things in this game. You'll spend a lot of turns just kind of backtracking back and forth, managing your whatever loot you're laying on the ground because you can't afford to bring it with you. Got your throne room. A ring and a spellbook. Yeah, not even caring about the spellbooks right now. The throne disappeared without granting anything useful. what that human is. Oh, there's a mimic there. Yeah, it's a shop. Quite obvious. Didn't even go look at this shop. I think I would have at least went and seen what was inside of that shop. So you know someone's holding that space bar. Oh, he came back up to the shop level. I thought he stayed on the level below, so he's just clearing out the rest of the level. That's smart. Not really anything in there. Alright. Just a food ration and a mimic. Charging, nice. I'll narrow that down to confusion. Selling off some more of those emeralds? I thought he sold all of them before, but I guess not. So a little bit of extra price IDing from any items we got from all that other inventory management we've already done not too long ago. You down through the dungeon. Ooh, another smoky potion. I bet she was gonna bless that and drink it. Backing up. I don't know if he meant to do that. Didn't hurt him at all. I don't think he wanted to potentially set off that trap. Tinning, was there a tinning kit there? Found the quest. I wouldn't be surprised if he clears out some of this actually. You can get some good loot on the quest. All the filler levels and then this level have randomly generated items, so you can find out a lot of nice loot here. Like that wand. Whoa! Backing up. So that wand was the wand of wishing. What was I saying about the quest having good loot? Here we go. I always like seeing, I'm kind of interested to see what he wishes for. I was a little surprised by what I saw last time I watched one of his games up to the point of getting a wand of wishing. Gracewind Deer. That's what he wished for on the archaeologist I saw as well. Bag of holding? Hell yeah. He does have a scroll of charging, so he could charge that thing up and get some more wishes. Transferring everything from the oilskin sack to the bag of holding. Yeah, charging the wand of wishing. Speed boots, not bad. Balance of power, why not? Usually not worth a wish, but we are into supreme, like, luxury wish territory, because we got another wand of wishing coming not too far from now. Oh, I'm gonna save there. So what turn are we on? 21, 183. Alright, pick up where we left off. Oop. Save again. And again. I'm not sure what that was about. Is it the full moon? I'm backing up. No, we still have the full moon here. Yeah, I don't know what... I don't know. Maybe he just kept getting interrupted or something. Couldn't find some peace and quiet to play some NetHack in.
What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, all right?
Oh, are those wraiths? Ooh, alright. I'm still used to wraiths being a blue color. Kind of assumed those were barrow whites or something. Easy levels. I bet he's trying to level up to get poison resistance. I am just kidding. I wonder what his level up strategy is. It's not always much of an incentive to level up past level 14. At some point, you know, it's just not worth leveling at all because you're just raising the difficulty of monsters that will spawn. If you don't get intrinsics, like you don't really need gain or like more health if you got like other sources to raise your max HP. You know, your to hit is pretty trivial, so you don't really need to level up for that. Definitely nice for spellcasters, but this is a no spells tour, so probably going back to our Sokoban stash. Oh, we have a bag of holding. Gonna blank some potions and scrolls. Luck test some items. You just put an amulet. Is checking attributes. Oh, slow digestion, so rings as well.
When I was your age, I got sad. A lot. I didn't come from such a great home, but one day I started running.
Let's see what the amulet is, unless it's telepathy, maybe?
Kept running.
VSP.
When you get sad, you run. Straight ahead. And you keep running forward no matter what. There are people in your life who are going to try to hold you back, slow you down, but you don't let them.
Useless oval amulet.
Behind you, there's nothing for you. Behind you, all that exists is what's ahead.
I'm guessing it was ESP, but he already has intrinsic telepathy, so inconclusive. Yeah, the inventory management in this game never ends. It's tedious, but I think all the... It's so important like, because, like, you know, bringing the right items with you and knowing what your items are, and, you know, having the right items in your inventory at any given time is, like, so important in this game. And those aspects of the game are like what I think makes it really interesting. So, like, tedious inventory management is kind of a side effect of that if you're trying to play at a high level. I don't think there's really any way to separate the two. NetHack definitely wouldn't be NetHack without that. I think he's gonna nurse dance again here. Oh, Tengu, okay. +5 Grace Wonder, not bad. Might be wishing up another magic marker soon. Actually, I don't think he's even charged this one yet. I don't know if he has an extra scroll of charging. +6 Grace Wonder. I suspect that'll be satisfactory. See 3 Cursed Genocide scrolls and no teleport control yet. Oh, he used all the wishes on that wand. He needs to rest it now. Decides to just wish for it. Kind of curious what he values in teleport control and teleportitis. It's not something I usually seek out. I mean, always having like a free escape is pretty nice. But I usually just keep like a wand of teleport or a scroll in my inventory, and you know, the number of times in a game where you're actually going to use that are pretty slim. So it's not like you need to be like doing it left and right all the time. If you're not going for turns, you're not really, you know, you don't need to save yourself time by teleporting everywhere. You can just walk places. Scroll of enchant armor in there, emerald. Got 4 extra HP from that throne, nice. Max HP.
I'm back into town.
I didn't know you left town.
There's a one of fire down there. Been used twice. Just gonna mark it as such. That ain't right. There you go. Third time's a charm. To learn that if you play this fast, you make a lot of little typos. Oh, the mid-quest level. Hey, there's a bunch of shops here, isn't there? It's actually like a really nice quest to check out. Look for gear. Bought the spellbook. What the hell? Did you read it without even like blessing it or anything? Hang on, gotta back up. Oh, he's at 100% success rate for reading that because of the level. Although it could have been cursed, right? I'm kind of surprised I didn't check that. And that 2-weapon up. Ooh, another potion of healing. Not that we need any more wishes. We might actually start alchemizing those. Nothing too exciting there. Cram rations are actually pretty nice because they're one of the few food items that don't have a chance of being rotten when you eat them. I like to save like cram rations or lumbus wafers for the Ascension run, so you can eat them like if you're fighting like famine or something, and you don't want to, you know, lose a couple turns. I'd probably clear out those barracks and look for a bugle. Which, I mean, he still has the opportunity to do, but just make a note of that. Was that a ring of? Regeneration. Oh, did that one, he killed himself, that's funny. I was wondering why he stopped zapping. giants here. We have gauntlets of power, so who cares about getting more strength? Yeah, weapon scroll. Get that offhand item, our weapon up. This Grace Wonder is essentially maxed out. Tattered cape. There's gonna be some type of scroll. I mean, cloak. When I say scroll, so you know I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Got Saber maxed out, got 2-weapon combat maxed out. Just assessing the level for a moment. So many shops. Scroll food detection. I wonder if he actually wants food appraisal intrinsic, or if he just wants to scroll to blank. Do you guys want to take a quick look at the Taurus Nemesis? Actually, I don't remember a lot about him because I haven't played Taurus in a while. Pulled up on the wiki. Why not? So this is where we are now. Master of Thieves. What we're about to see. Not really much else to talk about this. Look at this. 14 random objects. That's awesome. And I assume the spiders generate objects as well. 16 giant spiders? Do they generate with webs and objects? That's awesome. Pretty interested in the tourist quests. Oh, you never seen it? It's been a while since I played a tourist. Let's see. That's a lot of loot. The Master of Thieves. Anything? No trouble at all for a player strong enough to fight through the crowds of soldiers that defend his lair. Interesting, just as he can steal the express card from a tourist, he can also steal the Master Key of Thievery from a rogue. Oh, that's because he's the rogue quest leader. I didn't realize this article was kind of talking about him from both angles. That's funny. Yeah, it's something that should almost never happen. Gonna dual wield silver sabers? Probably. So he teleported away without even picking anything up. Oh no, he still has a bell of opening, okay. That you don't have to pick up. Have to charge some shit right away. Why not? Nice, easy kill. Just gonna clear this out looking for loot, I suppose. I don't remember, do giant spiders have webs? So they are given a item to hide under if they're created with the level though. So usually on the quest levels where you have like spiders or snakes that are generated, it's just like more loot. So there's like a ton of items on the tourist quest. I never really considered that, I guess. You get all the standard like randomly generated stuff, and then I assume you get a bunch of items that are generated with the spiders as well. Like that Nemesis level said 16 spiders and 14 randomly generated items. That's really like 30 randomly generated items. There's a ton of loot. The hell? I don't think he meant to charge that Wand of Striking. Pretty sure he wanted to charge that marker that just dried out. Oh, I actually talked to the quest leader. How courteous of him. You can charge so much once you get that express card. He didn't even walk around. He just said, I'm just creating a bridge with my Wand of Cold. Style points. Are we going back into the mine? Oh, the altar, okay. So where are we going? Let's see. Lots of loot. quest down. That's nice. Gotta start playing this. It's right up your alley. Yeah, NetHack's fun. It's a good game. I would recommend it. If you don't know a lot about it, check out this link. That URL, thegreatestgameyou'll-ever-play.com. Just short little description of NetHack. Great URL name or greatest URL name, right? If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask me. I'm skipping a lot of like simple stuff. I'm kind of looking at like some more like higher level strategy, I guess. Let's see, we just got a full Blessed ID, which I think he's been looking for forever. But let's actually read through this list real quick. Well, Fire, Amnesia, Fruit Juice. Taming. Tattered Cape was a cloak of protection. Sure, he'll throw that on. Although stealth from the Elven Cloak will be nice in the Valley of the Dead. Actually, both of those would be really nice in Valley of the Dead. Because you want that magic cancellation with all those drain attacks. Gold detection, important scroll to have identified. Cool. We're going to enchant the Silver Saber that is going to be used in the offhand.
But it's sad. You know, all this stuff together. I don't know why that is.
I think we're gonna blast everything that he's dropping right now with cancellation. Blank some items, uncurse the Helm of Opposite Alignment, which is uncursing a Helm of Opposite Alignment like really do anything? It auto curses when you put it on. You know, why not? Oh, it was -1, so it'll bring it to +0, which is nice. Yeah, some more inventory management here. Going for these Tengus again. 3 corpses. Let's see. Nothing. He's gotta be frustrated. What are the chances of getting telecontrol from them? It's like 30%, isn't it? $17, okay. Teleportitis from like the first one. Don't get telecontroller from like the next like 6 or 7. Oh yeah, look at all these corpses. You're gonna have a lizard. Interesting death drop. So he's trying to lose some of that satiation. Ooh, look at that spawn. That's out of death. Must be a shapeshifter. Killed with ease. Yeah, so he put on that Ring of Regeneration because that consumes additional hunger. And he's just kind of like waiting a number of turns. And the tins reduce the nutrition it grants you as well, so that lets you, allows you to eat more. He's having a hell of a time getting teleport control from these Tengu corpses. This is like, what, scroll 5 or 6 that he's used trying to make them? Did you get it? Yeah, you feel in control of yourself. Finally. Yeah. But she was pretty frustrated about that. He had to use a wish to get a teleport control ring. Yeah, I think he's probably gonna nurse dance a little bit here. Oh no, we're actually genociding things now. I'm genocided the H class, so that's mind flayers and magic or master mind flayers. So he engraved in the ground with Grayswindir to lower its enchantment from +6 to +5 so that he could re-enchant it, hoping for +7 without having it evaporate, which has a chance of occurring when it's above +5. Another level of optimization that I don't usually go for, I mean +6 is pretty damn useful. But he has the resources, and he wants to make sure the rest of this game is easy as possible, because he does not want to die. We're going to keep trying. +6 again. Rinse and repeat. There we go, +7. Magic mapping scrolls, always very handy. I write a ton of magic mapping scrolls for Gehenna. The throne room here. You know, +7 Grayswindir, offhand Silver Saver. I think it's offhand is +5, or did he enchant it beyond that? I mean, he's just gonna slice and dice like everything we see. So, got an identify from the throne. bad. In the troll so it can't regenerate. Okay, so he just read another one. Oh no, he I'm sorry, he just blessed his offhand Silver Saber. There's another Tengu. Nothing in the throne room chest. We're probably gonna breeze through until Medusa and then the castle, essentially. So I'm just gonna go through pretty fast here, but I'm not gonna actually just like skip anything because, you know, anything could happen. I'm just gonna like fly through this unless I notice anything eventful. So let me know if you see something you want to stop or look at or talk about. There's another throne room. Potion restorability in a box. Oh, nice. Buffing that Ring of Protection with the Platinum Enduring Express card. Pretty useful function of it. Want a cold on that elf. Changing our pickup types. Iron Ball? Why? That's just like a joke. Hey, the rogue level. Skipped right past that. What was that? Temple. Cross-aligned, I think. Because God is the lady. Found a wand in there. What's left? We have cancellation. This must be make invisible. Yep. Another altar. Going for the divination, or the clairvoyance, I'm sorry, clairvoyance donation gift. I actually spent a bunch of money on that in Valley of the Dead. It was really nice in Gehenna, on those maze levels, to have clairvoyance. And you can often have enough gold by that point to just like last you basically for the rest of the game once you get to that point. I think he's just searching for downstairs and just getting the hell out of here. I don't know if he does dungeon overview, if it's going to tell him that there was one of those disgusting nests in the last level. That's a room full of cockatrices, or yeah, just cockatrices. Those are sometimes good to know about in case you want a cockatrice corpse for later. If I know where there's like one of those, sometimes I'll jump up there right before I kill the Wizard of Yendor. It'll, like, if you play fast, it'll probably last you long enough to go kill the High Priest of Moloch as well. What do we have here? It's like 2 unidentified rings. More than 2. A lot of altars in this dungeon. Liking the fruit juice since you can't do that with the Wand of Cancellation. Hey, it's Medusa. Now, I don't know... He doesn't have jumping boots. I don't think he has a Ring of Levitation yet. You can't dig down on this version right away. He does have like 3 Wands of Cold, I think. One's been used quite a bit, so it's probably not reliable. I think he has 2 other that probably have a lot of charges on him. And he has the Express card that you can use to charge any of those wands as well, so... Let's see what he decides to do here. Let's see, monster on land? Oh yeah, it's like a chameleon or something. Weird. Yeah, I'm gonna use that Wand of Cold to navigate this map. Very viable strategy. You just have to be very, very aware of anything that has a fire attack that might melt the ice as you're walking across it. Although, if you position your zaps well enough, you'll always be within a next to land, so even if you do like fall in the water, you'll be able to get back up and you won't like die instantly. That's the case of the original 2 Medusa levels. I don't know that 100% for the new Medusa levels that were introduced in 3.6. And that's just kind of a side effect, because you can also use jumping boots to jump through those levels. You can even crack open Perseus. I should probably break soon. Do you guys want to go through the castle, or should I stop before the castle and start off my next stream of this game at the castle? We can do either or, but I don't think I'm gonna go past the castle today. I think he'll probably get through the castle pretty fast. A lot of levels here after Medusa. Was that like 4 filler levels? That's 3 liches here. Two Zorn, a Disenchanter. Probably a Minotaur on the right. Bunch of storm giants are gonna be throwing a lot of boulders. I don't know why he cares about storm giant meat. When he already has 25 strength from gauntlets of power. Obviously, if he takes the gauntlets off, he's not gonna have all that strength. I don't really see a situation where he would take those off, so. So using a boulders right now to block off portions of this moat to stop any sea monsters with a drowning attack, these giant eels specifically, from getting into this area where he's definitely going to come adjacent to the water. That's a pretty smart thing to do, no matter how you're dealing with the castle, just so, because you're going to be crossing this point a number of times during the game, at least 4 times. Generally, so probably more. So it's nice to make sure there's absolutely no risk of getting drowned while you're trying to do that. Because drowning is an insta-death in this game. So he just blasts that drawbridge down. And we're just gonna base tank the castle, which shouldn't be an issue. So I'm gonna speed through this unless anything interesting happens here. Kind of surprised he doesn't have a scroll of Scare Monster. I mean, with 2 magic markers and all the scrolls he's written throughout this game, probably would have one of those available for emergencies. And in 3.6, what you can do with those, instead of just like leaving them in your inventory where they can like, you know, get destroyed by a fire trap or something, you can leave them in a separate sack, not your primary bag of holding, but a separate sack, and then if you ever need it, you can tip that sack from your inventory and it drops right onto the ground. Then it's safe because it's in the sack, and that doesn't cost an extra turn. What was that? Summon Nasties? Let me back up for a second. But yeah, you can tip the sack, and then you end up standing on top of the Scroll of Scare Monster, which is pretty nice. The Zorn Red Create Monster. There's a Kieran there in the top left. Or is that an Aliax? Yeah, it's a Kieran. Now, Kieran can cast Summon Nasties. I think you'll want to kill that right away. Kieran, that's a high level spawn. I mean, what's the difficulty on a Kieran? I mean, we're level 15 and dungeon level 29. I feel like I don't see those a lot on my runs. Oh, probably because they don't spawn in Gehenna. Difficulty 21. Yeah, so we're definitely... Actually, that's probably right about around where we're at. Like, probably the highest difficulty that can spawn here, almost. I'm not gonna do the simple math to figure that out, but... It's the average of your XP level and your dungeon level, so that's right around that area. Probably close to like 22, 23. So yeah, we got a +7 Grace one deer, an enchanted Silver Saber in the offhand, which is slicing and dicing everything. Wow, no giants smashed down those. I guess there was just that one giant in there. Usually they smash down those barrack doors, and then you have to deal with those too. Not today.
Check it.
Re-identify. On to digging, nice. Throne summoned monsters. This throne is getting a lot of sits, and then it disappeared. I hope it's at least comfy because he spent a lot of time sitting on that thing. Kill these liches. Liches and demi-liches aren't too threatening at this point. Purple liches are at best annoying and at worst deadly. I'm surprised he hasn't genocided liches altogether. I didn't think that chest could be trapped. I think the wiki says it can't be trapped, because I checked that last time. Three, 4, 3. Oh, okay. I think I do recall that. I guess in 3.6, it does generate trap. They like reverse that somehow. I think I do vaguely recall that. And I wonder if that got fixed in 3.6.1 yet. It might have. That's a big problem. Say anything else about it? Because one of the chest traps is that chest explodes and you lose all the contents. And that item is critical. I knew it was trapped in one version, but I thought it was trapped in 3.4.3 and then they fixed it in 3.6.0. But it was backwards, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Who knows what happened. But it was successfully disarmed, so no worries. And here, we got another one of wishing. And we just found one a couple thousand turns ago, so really nothing useful to do with that at the moment. We really wanted to kill that dog. We still don't have jumping or telepathy, so he needs to fill these trapdoors that are in that hallway with boulders so he doesn't fall through. Valley of the Dead, if you clear all the graveyards and open all the chests, that's a good place to find some rings, if you still need a ring of levitation. What kind of dragons were these? Okay, so we can tin that, get some more resistances here. Dragon meat, of course, gives 100% chance at their resistances. Helm of opposite alignment? I would have grabbed that. Slippery cloak. So in 3.6.0, helms of opposite alignment for neutrals only go chaotic or lawful. In 343, you could keep taking it off and putting it back on, and it was just like a 50-50 chance whether you would swing lawful or chaotic. But they're fixed to one alignment or the other in 360. So that's why having more than one is useful. If you plan to use that to cheese out on Astral, which I totally would. Because if you're neutral, you have a chaotic helm of opposite alignment and a lawful helm of opposite alignment, then no matter what altar you go to on Astral, the first one you find, you can win the game. (343), you just needed one helm of opposite alignment and some means to uncurse it. Wait, didn't I say we were going to stop after the castle?